In Vijayanagar, the washerman Keshav used to live with his donkey, Munna.
Huh? Hey, what happened? Why are you shouting so much? What happened? Why didn't you say? I wish you could speak. Keep it all.
Munna wasn't just Keshav's donkey. He was also his family and friend.
Munna, I wish you are not a donkey, but a human like me. I could have talked to you the whole day.
One day, while Keshav was passing by Udanka's house, he heard,
I turned you into a human from a donkey and you are arguing with me? Get out! Money is honey.
Udanka was scolding his servant Veenu. But Keshav interpreted it differently.
What? He really turned a donkey into a human? Come, let's go.
And then, without giving it a thought, he also reached Udanka's house.
Udanka, where are you, my friend?
Yes, what do you want?
You are such a great man, Udanka. I just came to know about this.
What did I do? Money is honey.
This is your greatness. Even after performing miracles, you act innocent. My Munna, just turn my Munna into a human too.
But how can I?
Don't deny it. I have seen it with my own eyes. You turned your donkey into a human and you were even talking to him. In return for this, I will give you money.
At first, Udanka couldn't believe his ears. But then he started working.
I have also fired my servant. This healthy donkey can be very useful to me. All right, I'll turn him into a human, but it will take some time.
Make him a good person like me, Udanka. I'm leaving now. Do whatever Udanka says.
Wow! I got a donkey to work for me for free and even got paid.
Keshav's donkey was intelligent. And as Keshav had instructed, he followed Udanka's every command. Keshav's donkey quickly learned the task assigned to him.
Here are your things. Now give me my money. Let's go. Money. There is a lot of work today. I can't go with you, Munna. You have to take this grain to the market. Here comes my lion. Wow. You are really intelligent. But your owner, Keshav, was an absolute fool.
First of all, I'll ask Munna, how does it feel to be a human? No. Why should I bring up old memories? Who likes to be a donkey anyways?
Who are you talking to alone, Keshav? I haven't even seen your donkey for a month.
What? 1 month?
Yes.
What? It's been a month since my Munna has been with Udanka. Udanka! Udanka! Where are you?
Udanka understood that Keshav has come to take back his Munna. But with his donkey doing so much work, he wondered how he could give Munna back.
Where is my Munna?
Didn't you find him in the market? He sets up a shawl shop these days.
What? Did he open his shop as well?
Yes, he has turned out to be an intelligent man. He sets up the stall near the pawn shop.
So Keshav set off to meet his Munna.
Take this, take that! Colorful shawls with floral patterns. Take it, take it! Take it, take it!
Wow, Munna, wow. You have changed so much.
Huh? Who Munna and who's Munna? My name's Dinu.
Dinu? You have changed both your work and your name. Come, leave this and pick up these.
Keshav was not ready to believe that this was not his Munna, but Dinu.
Why are you following me?
Munna, listen to me.
Huh?
Oh no. Where is my Munna? Munna! Munna! Where is my Munna? Where my Munna has gone? Munna? Yes. Found you.
Leave me! Leave me! Leave me!
Where are you going, Munna?
When everyone heard Keshav's story, they couldn't stop laughing.
Keshav, Udanka has fooled you. This is Dinu, who used to work for Udanka. Can a donkey ever become a human like this?
When Keshav realized that Udanka had fooled him, he became very angry.
Udanka! Udanka! I won't spare you. I asked you to turn my Munna into a human, and you turned me into a donkey with your words.
No. Listen to me. Oh no, save me. Oh, my weighing machine will be damaged. Money is honey.
If I catch you, I'll teach you a lesson.
Where is my towel? Money is honey.
I kept it here to dry. I had kept the towel to dry under this stone. It seems like it must have blown away in the wind.
In Vijayanagar, Murli, Suresh and Prakash could easily solve the most complicated problems.
You are wrong. If it had flown in the wind,
The piece of rock placed on it would have fallen down.
If the towel flew in the wind like this, the rock would fall like that. Do you understand now?
this means that
Someone deliberately
Made the towel disappear.
It's just a towel, it's not a treasure. That anyone would pick it up and take it. What are you saying? This makes no sense.
Keshav, someone was running away with this towel. While running, he got entangled in this towel and fell.
This is my towel.
Oh, this doesn't prove that you all are very intelligent.
no one respects us here.
No problem. One day when we solve a big puzzle, everyone will respect us.
What kind of mark is this?
Listen, have any of you seen someone going in this direction?
I'll tell you right now.
What kind of drama are you people doing? Do you know the punishment for wasting my time?
Commander, did you find out anything?
Looking at these marks, it seems as if a big camel has just walked from here.
And it had only one eye.
A baby and a woman were sitting on that camel. But Commander, how do they know that a woman and a child went with the camel? I think these people's men might have kidnapped my wife and child.
Catch them!
Commander Vijay Setu captures Murli, Suresh, and Prakash, suspecting them to be friends of thieves, and takes them to present before King Vidyadhar.
So, you all haven't seen his wife and child.
No, our king! Whatever we told the commander, we told it by
The aroma of the air.
The vibrations of the earth.
And by observing through our sharp eyes.
This is how we knew it. Oh, so you think you are so intelligent and clever?
Yes.
We just...
Make an effort, our king.
My king, this is quite interesting. If you agree, why not have a test of their abilities in front of everyone here?
Certainly, I give my permission.
Thank you, my king. Our soldiers will bring a large box in front of you. Without opening the box, you have to tell us what is inside the box.
But how can they tell without opening the box?
It looks like they got trapped by their own words.
Silence! Tell me, do you agree?
We agree.
Tell the soldiers standing at the southern gate to immediately bring the box here.
Huh?
Now tell us what is inside the box.
There is a round object inside it.
A round object inside it. And that round object...
Is a pomegranate.
Pomegranate?
What are they saying?
Our king, there are indeed pomegranates inside the box and they are...
Raw.
My king, how it is possible?
What's the matter, Saranga? Are there raw pomegranates inside the box?
Yes, my king.
I don't believe it. Open this box immediately. It's unbelievable. How did you all manage to do this?
Our king, when these two soldiers were bringing the box,
We heard the sound of something rolling inside, and from that we figured out.
that there is a round object inside.
and that round object is a pomegranate, we deduce this because after talking about the test,
The minister called his soldiers with the box from the southern gate. And outside that southern gate is your pomegranate garden.
And we noticed mud and pomegranate leaves stuck to the soldiers' shoes, which made us realize that
the round objects kept inside the box are nothing but pomegranates.
Really? Even if I accept what you say, how did you know that these pomegranates are raw? Tell me now. Did you, one of your ghosts, go inside the box to taste or smell them? Tell me. Do you have any answer?
Minister, sir, We didn't expect such questions from you. Because every fruit has its ripening time.
And everyone knows that pomegranates don't ripen in this season.
And if the pomegranates haven't ripened yet, then they will remain raw, our king.
Wow. Unbelievable. Your intelligence has truly amazed me.
Pardon me, my king, but this doesn't prove that they are not thieves. Because without seeing, how did they know that his wife and child went this way? And that too on a camel.
Our king, by seeing the footprints of the camel in the soil there,
Even a child would understand that those are footprints of a camel.
And did the camel itself come to tell you that it has only one eye?
absolutely not, because on that path, the camel had only eaten grass on one side.
While on the other side, the grass was greener and more abundant.
Now you might ask, how did we know that the woman and her child went on the same camel? We knew this because of the footprints of the woman and her child.
They were visible along with the footprints of the camel for some distance. However, after the camel sat down, their footprints disappeared, indicating that both of them must have sat on the camel from there.
They are absolutely right, my king. His wife and child both have reached their home safely while riding the camel.
What? Allow me to leave, my king. Please forgive me. I had wrongly accused you all. Now I'll take your leave.
Well done. You three are amazing. And I will always have a place for such intelligent individuals in my heart. Isn't it, Minister?
Yes, my lord.
In Vijayanagar, there was a pond near the main road where every traveler used to stop and take rest.
My stone will bounce the most number of times in the water and go the farthest too.
Yes, it will, but not as far as my stone. Yay!
What kind of rock is this?
Huh? There is something written on it.
Children, what are you doing near the pond? Huh? Go back to your home.
Uncle, we are not fooling around. We are actually trying to understand what this image imprinted on the rock means.
Image? Get back! Get back!
It looks like a donkey to me.
A stick and a broken pot. I don't understand what this could mean.
This is a donkey and this is a stick.
I need to rethink this with a different perspective. What is this? Yes, I should ask the sage in the ashram.
Guruji has gone on a pilgrimage.
What? Guruji's not there? So let us ask the disciple then. Can you come with us, Mr. Vedpal? We are in need of help.
This is a good opportunity to get my work done from the villagers. But the entire work of the ashram is still pending. Who will do it?
It's okay. We'll finish your work.
Yes, you are right. Let us finish his work quickly.
In the absence of Guruji, the villagers called the disciple Vedpal to solve the mystery of the painting on the rock. Vedpal, who believed himself to be very clever, started to explain the significance of the drawing on that rock to the innocent villagers who were oblivious.
This is very difficult to understand, but not for me. Do you see this stick? This is not an ordinary stick, but it's a magical stick. And this man...
Man?
Where do you see a man?
The one who is holding the stick.
Well, but sir, are you sure about it? Because it doesn't look like someone is holding the stick.
Well, if you are so intelligent, then why don't you figure it out yourself? I am leaving.
Wait. You are the most knowledgeable person here. Please tell us.
Okay, let me tell you. This person who is holding the magical stick in his hand is not an ordinary man, but the great hero of Vijayanagar himself, who sacrificed his life while protecting Vijayanagar years ago. I can foresee that if any traveler passing by here does not stop here and pray to him, then they will face tremendous loss, just like that broken pot, and they will turn into donkeys.
We all know that stones don't speak for themselves. So people immediately believed Vedpal's words. The people of the village made Vedpal the priest of that stone, where he used to chant the wrong mantras to fool people.
Bathe this stone with milk.
Yes, I'm doing it.
Leave it now and give me this.
Okay.
This continued until the Guruji of the ashram returned from the pilgrimage after a few months.
My dear animals, how did the condition of my ashram become like this? Where is Vedpal? Vedpal! Huh? Why are they pointing there? And what kind of crowd is there? Huh? What's this?
Guruji.
What are you doing? Someone stop him! We will not let this happen! We will not allow our place of worship to be destroyed!
Is that so? Huh?
What? It's shining!
What's this?
Treasure? The drawing on the stone indicated that we would get the treasure if we broke the stone with an iron rod. And anyone who did not do so would be a donkey.
But we were told that...
If you continue to blindly trust anyone's words without utilizing your mind, you will remain a fool like this.
Forgive me, Guruji.
This treasure belongs to this village. Therefore, it will be used to repair this road so that travelers going to the town do not face any inconvenience.
As you suggest, Guruji.
If you like this video, subscribe to our channel Murthy Media.